Yo, shalom. All praises to the Most High. Yehovah, Yehoshua, this is Sound Some YYBY. Let's get straight to the point. Listen, y'all already know about the ID8 instrument device, right? Y'all know the concept. But I want to take y'all to another world of this idea of why Reason made this idea and how can it benefit how we work. And this is one of the reasons why Reasons focus on workflow and making sure that you don't run into non-creative ideas. It help you. I think they designed to help you get ideas out more and more. So even if you're dealing with recording artists, right? If you decide to use Reason as a session, right? You got to remember, we still dealing with music. We still dealing with audio. We still dealing with sound. We still dealing with, notes. We still dealing with all these things, even if a person is singing or rapping on that joint. So when you dealing with that and with the music, you able to come up with crazy ideas based on the tools that Reason has, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think people understand how deep it is. Now, do they need a lot of workflow features? Yeah, man, they do. They got to step their game up. They bugging. I don't know what the fuck is the problem, but they need to step it up. Yeah, I know I'm straight to the point. I say it harsh, but it's out of love though. So this is the thing. How can I start this? Reason has a lot of instruments, as you can see, bro. Right? And sometimes, and that's a good thing. That's a wonderful thing. And they do all amazing things. But a lot of the times you creating something for an artist or you creating something for yourself, you don't know sometimes where to start at. You're trying to figure something out, or, you want to get something out real fast and then start tweaking and changing things later. You get what I'm saying? Like, what I mean by, like, sometimes you might drop a instrument in and just focus on playing the notes, right? And then come back and then change the instrument. So now, this is the dope thing about the i8, and I'm going to show you this. If you get the ID8 and just drop it in, right? You just going to get, you just like that. It's like a sound module. You got the basic sounds: piano, electric piano, organ, guitar, bass, strings, brass, wings, synth, drums. The basic stuff that the average person can relate to, and you can get something out real fast, especially if you created music for a person in the studio with you at that time, right? All right, so now, this is the illest thing though. So now, we got something called players, right? And what players do, help you come up with creative ideas quick. Sometimes when you don't know what to create, right? You got something called scales and chords, right? This is the dope concept when you want to keep all your music in tune. So say, for example, let's say you say, I want to create a song in the A minor. Okay, you drop scales and chords in, okay? It already created the sound module under it. So you can go to A minor, drop an A minor in, and it'll show you the notes that deal with an A minor. So you can play that, right? Right? So say you come up with the first concept with an A minor. And say you play that, right? The key thing is when it comes to music, you want to keep all your music in the A minor, even if you playing it totally different. The most important concept is to keep all your music in the same notes, right? That's very important, or everything is going to sound off. So the illest thing about this sound module that come with this, when you're trying to keep in mind, the key thing is when you're trying to get information out real quick, right? Is that, you see how I dropped this sound mod, this player in, and it added this automatically? Okay, cool. So you're dealing with A minor, you play your first instrument on the keyboard. You play that, you played your notes, right? Okay, cool. So now, let's say you do the same concept. You say, I'm gonna drop another scale chorus in, right? Go to A minor. Y'all bear with me right quick. Go to A minor, right? Again, I know y'all know about this too, but I just want to give y'all a different perspective of it. That's it. So you drop this in. Okay. Say you go pick an organ, right? You can either copy the MIDI down that you played on the sequencer, or you can play something different because now you're in A minor, so you can't go wrong what you playing. But the illest thing about it is that whatever you play, let's play something right quick. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring that down some right quick. Then I'm gonna bring that up right quick. So now, so we can see both of these. Boom. Right. So boom, boom. I'm just playing anything. Nah, I'm gonna do something better than that. Let me slow it down a little bit right quick because I'm gonna some random shit, right? So let's play that back. All right, so say we get that, we quantize that to our liking, right? That shit sound off anyway. Okay, whatever. All right, so now, say you got that, right? You play that in 5 bars. You looping that. We're going to loop that. Play. But this is the point, right? So now, you got that. You don't got to keep this because you might not looking for, you might not be really looking for organ. The main important thing is to keep your notes in the same, keep your music in the same note, right? And try different instruments. We know that we could drop an instrument in and drop the presets in and drag other instruments into it. But we could do the same thing with the sound module. So we could just go to, to another instrument and hey, let's drop a complex in over that, And now we still got this. The most important thing, we still got this on the scales and chords on top of it. Crazy sounds. Complex ain't complex, boy. That is in his bag. So the point is that you can keep going through sounds like we normally do, right? Until you find a sound that fit with what you already playing. But the key thing is to keep it in key. Instead of just dropping an instrument in and then dropping that on there and then coming in trying to change everything. Oh, I got to change the A minor, change it to this and boom, 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 boom. No, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to do all that. Then now the illest thing about this, right? Let's take this off. Right? Let's take this off. So when you're dealing with any other players, right? Even if you drop a chord sequencer in, does the same thing, right? You can start come up with an idea with that. You can go to a preset right quick and see what it play. Because the key thing is you're just trying to get an idea out and you want everything to still be in the same notes. That's the most important part. You want because it's not like Reason has a location on the sequencer like how Studio One has where, or like Cubase have where you go down to the bottom and you can, once you find out what the notes of your lead sound is, you can go to the bottom and type the, A minor in. So the whole DAW know that, okay, this is the A minor. we're gonna focus on that. So whatever you play and whatever you mess up on, we can kind of convert that to play in an A minor type style. And then on top of that, like at the top, in Studio One and Cubase, DAWs, they might have an option up here. If you got an audio sample, you drag the audio sample up, and then what it does, it reads all the notes of that audio sample, right? And the notes be at the top up here, which is a dope ass idea. And then that's when you find out what the first note is, and you say, okay, this is the note of this song, okay, the root note. But since Reason don't have that concept, even though we do have blocks, right? But we don't have that concept of keeping everything in the sequence of reading what the notes are. So this is the concept we can do. It's the same concept, but it's just in a different way in the rack. So therefore, so instead of just going to an instrument and just dropping this in, right? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can play it with the notes if you're good. I do it that way too. If I know what the notes are, I still play it that way. But if you want to be for sure, you can just go to any player, just like whatever player you decide to use, especially scales and chords. That's the main one, and then once you drop scales and chords in, once you get the notes that you like, you drop instruments in, you go to each instrument, inside of the DAW, and see what you can come up with, and just go through sounds. Go through sounds to something just hits you hard. Boom. You really like that joint. To a sound hits you really to a point where you really like it and it blends well with the music. Right? But the main thing is to keep the music in the same notes. All right, so now, same thing with beat map. Drop beat map, boom, same concept. Even though beat map is good to be on the drum machines, right? Let's play this right quick. See what happens. See, I never use it on the instruments, but this is dope for the drums. You drop this on the drums, right? So, you can use it this way, but it's good for the drums. That's why I got kick, snare, hat, percussion, so it's gonna read it perfectly and everything. All right, so now same thing with another player. Let's go to bass generator. Boom. Same thing. It's right there for you. So what we're gonna do, we can go to bass right here and just press run. It got the basic sounds in here to get the quick idea out, to see where it's gonna go. Because sometimes you need to hear where something is going at first, man, before you just go in depth of trying to find the exact sound. Because you know how it goes when you're looking for sounds. Bro, you got a sound bank crazy. So, my sound bank is crazy. The sound bank that's in Reason and the sound bank that's outside of Reason. So, I got all these right here that's downloaded. Oh my goodness, and so searching for sound is gonna take time to try to find the right sound. But the most important thing, you want to get that note right first, right? And this will help you get the idea out first, because at least you playing in the right note. Okay, so even if you did it like this and you drop the bass on, the note is not right. Peep that, right? The note is not right, right? So a lot of the times, what I do, if I'm going to use this, you still can go right here and change the note to that note. Especially if you already, what is this one then? Okay, say this one in the C major. You go right here and you put this one in the C major. You get what I'm saying? Like you put in the C major. That's the dope thing about it. It's on that certain note. So that's the root note. And that's how this is a way you can keep everything in concurrent with each other in the faster ways, people. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to tell y'all nothing that y'all already don't know. Sometimes we have a tendency of doing certain things in our own workflow, not realizing, I'm gonna speak for me. I be sometimes working on shit and realize like, damn, I just did it the long way, the hard way. when I don't even have to do it that way, you know. And that's the whole point, man. What else on here? Like, you go to pattern mutator. Boom. You know, it got it right here already. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You start playing something real quick. Boom, you come up with an idea. Okay, I like that. Then you start going through crazy instruments, right? You already got those notes. Let me see. Can you change the notes on this joint? No, I don't think pattern mutator is designed that way, right? But if it don't, that's cool. That's cool because all you got to do is go right here and just go back to player and just add the scales and chords. I think it's right here, or you add it at the top right here. It's either one. It's one of them. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You add the scales and chords. Hold on. Let me try something. Hold on, let me see. Can you play it in here? Record. Okay. Okay. Right. So that's the whole point. It's just about getting ideas. So this what dope about the ID8. A small sound module that help you get quick ideas out. You know, because one thing about it, it got the most basic. It's not basic, but the most known sounds of music that most people do love. That they want to put in their music, and help you get quick ideas out when you're creating, and then you start going back and putting extra sauce in it and everything. But if you got an opinion, drop it down at the bottom. If you got a different idea or a different concept of this, put me on game. This is YYBY. Peace.